Hello everybody. Welcome to the Trillium bee yard. Not a very expansive bee yard. As you can see, we have one hive in here and room for one more, but it appears for all intents and purposes right now to be a very good place to be. And we're north of two harbors a ways, and we've got a landowner here that's given me permission to do some videos here, as long as I don't give away, disclose the location. So we're going to try and keep it as secret as possible. And but anyway, we put the bees in here, I want to say it's about a week and a half ago now. It was a night move and almost nightmarish, and yeah, I'm learning as we go here. And the next time I moved bees was down to Carlton, and I did it during the day, and that went a lot better. But so I went in at night, covered up the entrances, and moved them during the day down to Carlton, and that worked a lot better. So they're not too happy in the middle of the night being disturbed. I don't know if you ever noticed that. That's the way it is. So we're going to take a look here, and today's task up here is I've already gone through this one a few days after I put them in, just to make sure the queen was still there, and I saw eggs, and that was true. And then I noticed that they're almost getting resource bound again. In other words, a lot of nectar coming in, a lot of pollen, and not a lot of space left for the queen to be laying eggs. And there's still a lot of brood yet to come out, so I was excited to see that. Again, this is a brand new hive for this year. Brand new bees. These are Italians up here, as I suspect most of them are truly Italian now. And beautiful bees, a lot of beautiful tiger striping on their abdomens. And I'm watching here some drones going in and out, and that's good news. That means they're happy. I just saw some pollen going in. They seem to be have this location as good for them. Opened up the entrance here, the disc entrance for them there. They got the entrance down there open. Didn't want to go too wild and open up this one just yet, but I do have it at ventilation right now. And as I said, we're going to dive into the top two honey supers here just to see how they're doing. I kind of ran into a problem. I ran out of the permacone, so I only have, I think this one had half permacone, and the other one, or were they both permacone? I can't remember anymore. So, yes, that comes with age. But I guess we'll take a look when we get in there. Maybe they're both permacone, or neither one's permacone. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, that was only, what, a week ago? Yeah, okay. So let's get in there and take a look here at Trillium. And before we do that, I forgot I was going to take the camera and pan you around a little bit here just to get an idea of where we are. So this is a former horse pasture. I guess the landowner has not had horses for, I think she said 15 years or so. So it's been a while, but so I got kind of the what I'll call the OK Corral. Maybe I should call it the OK Corral bee yard here, but anyway, and then their field goes down, it gets a little narrow here near the house, and then down farther it opens up again. The landowner has planted a lot of flowers here, a lot of milkweed for the monarchs, a lot of natural flowers here, lots of daisies, clover. I've seen a lot of clover in through here too. So she's doing a real good job of keeping this natural area as much as possible. In fact, we're just down there getting set up with the camera, and we looked down and saw a native bee down there going through some of the flowers near our feet. So we're happy to see that. Always for native bees, always for honeybees too, but I want to see those native bees in here also. All right, now I'll reposition the camera here, and let's take a look inside and see first of all what we have for comb in there, and see if the girls have come up through the excluder the queen excluder, or as some people could call it, the honey excluder, and we'll see if they're doing anything inside. Got some ants inside the veil here. I set my veil and jacket down on the ground for a little bit. That was a mistake. Note to self, don't do that again. And naturally I forgot to bring my hive tools. Be right back. There's girls up here at the top. Not a whole lot of activity. Glad to see some of them up here though. They are looking over this one frame that's well used here. And here's a dead one we'll flick out there. And boy, we even have a drone up here for some reason, looking for free treats. There he goes, took off. Another one over here, drone looking for something, who knows. All right, nothing's propylized together yet. We'll bring this down here. Did remember to bring my spacers this time, so we'll get, they were both, goodness gracious, good. They're both permacones, so that looks good. We've got bees, especially on this one, which is previously enjoyed. But I do see bees all around everywhere else in there. I'm going to go grab my flashlight, and then we can grab the camera and we can take a look down in there, hopefully. All right, got my fancy dancy flashlight here. Might notice this is a little different than most. I got LEDs that go in a line up that helps put a lot of light across multiple frames at the same time here. This is actually designed to be used for welding. It has a magnetic bottom here. You can stick it on a piece of wood. You can turn it like this. You can rotate it, etc. So not doing any welding today, so we're going to use it. Check out the girls in here. All right, let me grab the camera and we'll take a look inside. Yeah, I'm not so sure that light is helping a whole lot, but we are hopefully getting down there. You can see some girls working it over here as we come down to this side, working it over. And not much on the back side yet. Some of the other frames here, there they are down there. I don't know if they're just up here goofing off or they actually put some wax down, but we've got some more over on this side. And there you go. And look down, you can see the queen excluder there. So let's put the camera back here, readjust things, and take a look a little further down, one more down. I will be using those frame spacers there. Looks like I didn't use them last time I was here. All right, nothing's really propylized down yet. It's been not very long, so. Well, looky here, lots of bees up here. I do like to see that. living proof that, yeah, they can get through the queen excluder. Seen a lot of fuzzy bees, which means there's a lot of new bees here, freshly emerged. And if I go slow enough, they hopefully won't fly up, if they can even fly up yet. Maybe they're not old enough to have learned how to fly yet. But all right, well, that's looking good. I wanted to see how we're doing in the top here. You can see a goodly amount. If I were to count frames, I see them over, I should say gaps again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus, so they're doing really good up here. They could be filling up their resources in here. Did see some pollen coming in a little bit ago. I presume a lot of nectar, because I saw, last time I was in, I saw nectar coming in already. And maybe as soon as they can, they'll start moving up into these supers. Supers are, I don't know, it's not as light as when it's empty, so, but that could be the frame that I had here. I don't think it was much for honey in that frame, but maybe they are putting in some in those permacone frames there. So let's get the spacers out here and help line this up for them. Now these permacone, one thing I do find negative about them, because they don't self-space either. It's possible, if you were to jar this, make sure you get a frame with no bees on it, they could go right together. No gap at all, whereas a lot of these have spacers on the side of the frame, so that there'll at least be some gap there. So that is one negative, and but just careful and try not to bounce things around too much. They will stay that way as that is, and eventually these frames will be propellized in and it'll be less of a problem. All right, you can see just by me moving them around a little bit, you can see they've already jumped out of place quite a bit. So, as I said, I don't even know if this outfit's in business anymore, but here we go. That looks nice. We'll put their inner cover back on. Give them a little rest here. I don't want to dig down into the big boxes, you know, the deeps, because I've done that enough disturbing in the past week that I'm sure they would appreciate a little respite from that. All right, top cover and the strap, and we'll be done. Just again, a brief intro here, this bee yard, which we're calling Trillium. And I think I already explained it once what Trillium is. A Trillium is a type of spring flower around here. Usually comes out in May. White petals, 3 white petals, hence Trillium. And then in certain areas, they carpet the whole understory, especially in maple type forests. You see them just white as far as you can see, where they have a high canopy from the maples, and then the understory is pretty well clear of any other brush and whatnot. Beautiful one, and we got some up in this area here, hence Trillium. Okay, we're pretty much done with this check. Just a quick one today. Perhaps next time up here I'll be looking for the queen, which means I gotta dig down a little ways, and we'll see if we can find her, and if so, the landowner would really like to see that, and we'll try and catch the queen, give her a mark. For this year, of course, it is red, and we will get that attempt in a little bit later. So just a quick one. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back here soon. Hello everybody. Good afternoon. This is August 5th of 2023 and currently up at the Trillium Bee Yard. And it is well, it depends. The truck said 73 degrees when I pulled in here, but inside the barn it's saying 76 degrees in the shade. So, but it's pretty humid, and that of course kind of compounds thing on the heat index. Well, today we're just going to do a quick check through the hive we have up here at Trillium, and first of all I'm going to look to see in the supers if we've got captured any honey in there. Last time I was here I lifted and felt like we had a little bit in there, and that was maybe a little over a week ago I was here. And so we're going to possibly go down, we'll see how it goes here, down to the next box down, the top deep here, which would be box number 2 if you count from the bottom up. And we'll look to see if we got any, or how many bees we have and how they're doing, if they're putting stores away down there too. So if I need to add another box, another deep to the top, etc., etc. So let's get into it here. As per usual, we're going to start with taking down the ratchet strap. And I'm pretty optimistic that we're not going to have any problems here, because look at this, no gloves. But I actually remembered to bring my hive tools this time. This is amazing. Look at that. No laughing from the peanut gallery over here on the side. Oh, well, they are feisty, and they sure didn't like me doing that, as I just got stung on the nose a couple times, on the hand a couple times, and yeah. So homeowner is taken off, and so am I. They're my goodness. So time for me to put up the hood here, if they'll let me. Hopefully I won't capture any on the inside. And there we go. I should have known better. Should have had that hood up. So it's that time of year when they're starting to get pretty protective of all their resources. We are possibly nearing a dearth here, and I got to get some of these off of here so I can get the gauntlets in. I got to make sure I don't have anything bee-wise inside the veil here. Hopefully that's the case. And yeah, that one kind of surprised me. They were ready to kill on a moment's notice. So we're going to package ourselves up here very nice and neat, and make sure we don't get stung again. You know, for some reason my nose is now starting to run a little bit. Never had that before. You get stung in the nose and now your nose wants to run, but I suppose the body is thinking, oh no, something's wrong there. All right, let's try that again. We'll open that up and see what we got in here. Well, we got a lot of girls. They are definitely up there at the top. Lots of bees in this box. Let's just lift that box up a little bit, see if they've got anything in that box. Yeah, there's a little weight to that. So I'm going to take this box, put it off to the side over here, being careful not to, oh, that's maybe got 10 pounds in there. Look at all the bees here. Wow, there's a lot of them. Let me turn that down so we can see in there. And my nose continues to run a little bit here. And yeah, I'd say most likely when the bees are this feisty, that means we have probably the beginnings of a dearth, or we've been in a dearth for a little bit here. So pretty soon we're going to come in and see if we can collect any honey here. But it looks like they've been doing a good job. I see they have been extending the comb out here in a lot of these new frames. They had some riser comb in here. Oh, and I got a a girl inside the veil here, so let me step away for a little bit and see if I can coax her out. She seems to be more interested in trying to get out right now than me. All right, Rouse Mister, there she goes. Well, that's good news. Get her out of here. Probably got trapped in here when I put the hood back on here. All right, well, that should help a little bit. But yeah, lots of bees in here, and I can see that they are extending out. Let's see if we can get a little estimate on the weight here. Yeah, there's some extra weight in there. It's not an empty box. Not a whole lot though. Maybe another somewhere between 5 and 10 pounds in there. So not too bad. All right. I've probably seen enough already to know that we got plenty of bees, but as we look in under the, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this up easily here, the queen excluder here. Hopefully you won't wreck it, but you can see they're flying off the excluder and trying to bump me. There we go. So lots of bees. They're doing well. So I think still think they have plenty of room up in the supers. So we'll keep those supers on for a while yet. So they have some room to get up to. Hopefully they'll put some more in. I'm planning on starting to harvest here in another, as I said yesterday, probably another 9 to 10 days out. So we'll give them a little bit more time with that, and then we'll go into harvest mode here. But looking good. They have a lot of bees, but I can tell right away that as soon as I take off the supers, I'm going to have to put another box on top of this, another deep on top of that, so that they have somewhere that they can get into, and then help them so they don't want to swarm. I know it sounds funny that we're already well into August and we're still getting swarms. Imagine that. Okay, we're good here. My nose is still running. Anybody else ever gets done on the nose and all of a sudden your nose starts to run? I'd like to hear about it in the comments below. Maybe it's just a me thing, but maybe I might have a Bozo the Clown type nose by the time I get out of here. But I'll have to check the mirror when I get back in the truck. All right, that's pretty much it for Trillium. Just one hive here, but very active, very strong hive. And looks like they are doing a little bit of work and collecting some honey for us here, as these got just a little bit of weight to them. And they're also very protective of their resources, which is understandable. All right, let's put these girls back up on top here, and we'll give them back their top cover and the privacy that they so want to have. Put this down as carefully as we can, and without trying to squish any, which is nearly an impossible task. You know, when you got 25, 30,000, 35,000 bees, you just can't hurt them. They have their own ways sometimes. You just can't say, hey, get out of the way. So it is what it is. Sometimes they get in the way and you have to do what you got to do. Put this ratchet strap back on. That was a pretty quick check here. And next stop, we're gonna head down to Holyoke and check on those supers down there that are on Bee Yard 2. And we'll see how I'm greeted there with the same amount of enthusiasm, or if they'll be a little more docile. We'll see what happens there. All right, that's it for Trillium. Thanks for joining here, and we'll see you at the next bee yard. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Trillium Bee Yard. And as you can tell by the tag here, we've got something happening here you don't get to see very often. So As I mentioned before, there are a lot of monarch caterpillars out here at the Trillium, and lots of milkweed. And by golly, one of them seems to have taken up residence here on the deck of this house we're at, the homeowner's deck here, and on one of their camp chairs. So there you go. That's a chrysalis there for a monarch. And I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up or not, but there's, you can almost start to see wings developing through the clearer sides of that chrysalis. So pretty fun.
I think, let me try. Yeah, it looks like a girl.
How can you tell it's a female?
The males have a little spot on the striping of the wings that the females don't have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look at that, beautiful.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Unfortunately, I can't get this camera too close, about 10 inches. Oh, well, we'll catch it over here.
Yeah. I'll put it up there on the floor clock.
And here's a monarch that possibly just freshly hatched.
It's just dry in its wings.
Yep. Oh, that's pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you for watching this episode from Windy Ridge Apiaries. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on any newly posted videos. And at your discretion, please leave a comment below. And until next time, do a good day.